of the bulletin is about how the Naya Pakistan rhetoric of the newly elected Prime Minister Imran Khan stands exposed, and this is the proof. What was supposed to be his first test to stand up to his promises to the people of Pakistan has massively backfired, drawing extreme backlash for the Pakistan Prime Minister. A top Pakistan economist of the Princeton University, who was appointed as a member of the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Committee, was sacked just 3 days after his appointment, following extremist pressure opposing his inclusion into the committee. And the reason being that the top economist, Aatif is of a minority Ahmadi faith. Before we head on to the debate, listen in to what the Pakistan Prime Minister had promised when he took the oath.
इंशाल्लाह हमारी हुकूमत में किसी किस्म की हम सियासी मुदाखलत नहीं होने देंगे। आप डिलीवर करें, हम आपकी सपोर्ट करेंगे। आपकी एफिलिएशन जिस मर्जी जमात से है, ये मुझे इससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता। मुझे सिर्फ ये चाहिए कि आप मेरे मुल्क के लिए काम करें। मैं आपसे जो दूसरी चीज़ ये चाहता हूँ, हम आपको पूरी इज्जत देंगे। हम आपको जिस तरह बदकिस्मती से नौकरों की तरह रखा, कई सिविल सर्वेंट्स को ट्रीट किया गया, हम आपको इज्जत भी देंगे, कोई मुदाखलत भी नहीं करेंगे, आपकी पूरी मदद करेंगे। आपको इंशाल्लाह टेन्योर की भी आपकी प्रोटेक्शन भी देंगे कि ये नहीं कि हर दूसरे दिन ट्रांसफर।
I'm joined by my colleague Bajiullah, who's joining us live on the same story. Well, Baji, clearly, as far as Imran Khan is concerned, he was trying to be the beacon of hope for Pakistan, for the Naya Pakistan, but he's actually acted on archaic principle and tried to shunt out a senior economist over his religious affiliation.
Well, Samia, persecuting of minorities and something like this is not new to Pakistan, but keeping in mind that Imran Khan, who came as a promise, who came out saying that he would bring the Qaid-e-Azam's style of Pakistan, but this is something that is really surprising, because it was just 3 days back when Fawad Chaudhry Hussain, the Information Ministry, came out and spoke to the press and said that we will never cow down to any pressure from the extremist in the appointment of Aatif Miya, who has been asked to step down now by the same minister just 3 days after this statement of his. So it clearly gives us an idea, and it also gives us a clue to India that it is the same extremist pressure which controls the realms of affairs and the power of structure in Pakistan, and it is their decision that counts at the end of the day. Whether it is Imran Khan, Nawaz Sharif, Bhutto, or anybody, it is the extremist and it's the army that takes a call in Pakistan. And with the stepping down of asking Aatif Miya to step down by Pakistan, it also shows that how it has been received by the international community, who also holds a prestige, who holds Aatif Miya in a high prestige, who considers him as an appointment to the Nobel laureate in the next 4 or 5 years. He's a Princeton University graduate and he's a professor also at the Princeton University. He's a prominent economist, and this was the first step by Imran Khan in appointing him as one of the economic officers. But with him being asked to step down, 2 other prominent economists have also stepped down because they do not want to agree with the PTI's policies of cowing down to extremists in Pakistan. But this is how the functioning of Pakistan is, and it will continue to remain despite it is Naya Pakistan or Purana Pakistan. And it is a clue to India to pick up, because it is the same extremist pressure that do not allow a good relationship between the two countries, Samia.
Thank you, Baji, for getting us all those details on the story. Clearly, that is a big focal point for us, where Imran Khan, the newly elected Pakistan's Prime Minister, has let down the country in the sense for the promise that he made that he is not going to be an impediment into the working of the bureaucrats. Now shunted out the senior economist, Mr. Dr. Aatif Miyan, in a matter of just 3 days. And that is exactly what we are focusing on over here. We have a panel of guests who are joining us, and panel of experts, retired Major General P.K. Sehgal, who's a defense expert, defense analyst Group Captain Sultan Ali, who's joining us from Islamabad, and John Dayal, who's a human rights activist, who's also joining us on the very same issue. Well, let me go across first to Mr. Group Captain Sultan Ali, who's a defense expert, joining us from Islamabad. Sir, Imran Khan tried to be the beacon of hope, promised Naya Pakistan with the Naya Prime Minister, and you acted upon a completely archaic, regressive mindset where it has weighed upon over and above Dr. Aatif Miya's academic credibility. Is this how you plan to lead Pakistan to new horizon?
Well, thank you very much, Samia, for having me on your show. At the outset, let me tell you that I'm neither a spokesman of the PTI nor am I a member of that particular party. Whatever I say, I would not try and defend this, because as a human being, as a person, as a Pakistani, I am myself unhappy with this decision. Having said that, let me say this, that there are, extreme difficulties in Pakistan where you see the extremists, they tend to be very high nuisance value. Please let me take you back very, very briefly to the time of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who was our first president and prime minister after the fall of East Pakistan, which became Bangladesh. And he was a very liberal person, but he was the one who was forced to declare the Ahmadi sect out of the fold of Islam. He is the one who banned liquor in our presses. I was a junior officer then. I'm not saying that saying anything in favor of liquor or against liquor, but what I want to make clear that these are the kind of pressure that people face. What Imran Khan has done, I do not agree with. I only hope he reconsiders and he follows the principles of giving people rights on their merit, not what the faiths they belong to, because this is exactly what Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah had said in his 11th August speech to the Constituent Assembly, that all people of their faith, they are welcome into this country. And somehow in the past we have been ignoring this.
Well,
and
sir, I will have to take that question across to Mr. John Dayal, who's also joining us on the panel. Mr. Dayal, can we then trust the Pakistan's government, the newly elected government with Prime Minister Imran Khan trying to be this beacon of hope and said that he is going to bring about Naya Pakistan, but they have acted upon archaic principle, a religious affiliation is being taken into consideration over and above someone's merit?
No, I'm so glad that the Pakistan group captain has condemned this move. In fact, after Jinnah, the more things change, the more they remain the same. And a majority Sunni format has been the norm in Pakistan. In fact, if I may expand it, majoritarianism has been sweeping South Asia. It is the norm in Sri Lanka, it is the norm in Bangladesh. Unfortunately, it is the norm in India also. I speak that as a minority. But referring to Pakistan, their treatment to Ahmadiyas, their treatment of Shias, and their treatment of Christians is despicable. There are also the treatment to Sikhs and to Hindus. So Pakistan is not a secular country. Pakistan's policy, and Imran, he may be a good cricketer, but he cannot move away from the given line. The army is largely Sunni, largely Punjabi, and it's a great supporter of a majoritarian line.
So, well, you can't draw that parallel with India, where people are shunted out on the basis of their religious affiliation or committees or sect that they're coming for. Purely on the basis of merit and academics is how people should be given their due position. Someone who could have been an asset is now being shunted out. Let me go across to Major General P.K. Sehgal, who's a defense expert who's joining us. Sir, if I could come to you directly, the manner in which Dr. Aatif has been shunted out has also been followed by another expert, Dr. Imran Rasool. What message does it send across when it comes to the intentions of the Pakistan government?
Indian Christians,
whether at all they want to lead it to be a Naya Pakistan with Purane Soch and Purane Khayalat?
This decision is reprehensible, totally regressive. I am glad that Sultan Ali condemned it outright. I am also glad that John Dayal is speaking against it. It clearly indicates that Pakistan under Imran Khan will continue to be manipulated by the army, the ISI and the religious extremists. There is no way that Imran Khan will usher in new Pakistan. If you notice, within the first 15 days, they've